And I have switched screens. So you are good to go whenever.
Oh, Phoenix, remind me after session that I need to send you a TikTok that me and Luna were laughing about.
The hell TikTok did I watch?
The one where the elemental was body slamming.
Oh.
Just I pick you up, put you to the side, and
I had to clip it. I couldn't help it.
okay. Are we all ready?
Yeah.
What?
Are we all ready?
Yeah.
Okay, yes from Brodus.
Yeah.
It's a yes from Luna, despite
We'll
the
see.
fact that I can barely fucking hear her.
We'll see.
I gotta turn Phoenix back up.
Let me check my input setting.
Could you do me a favor and pick a distance from your mic?
Oh no, my input setting's okay. Well, it's also like I've been awake for like 20 minutes.
Pick an energy level and stick to it.
No.
Time
Shit.
12:06. Alright.
Alright, so as you guys kind of remember from last week, was it last week? Last session. Let's go with last session because I'm not certain. You all ended up going to a cave. You explored said cave covered in ice and interacted with a character by the name of Sarcosis, who helped you seal the plane of water crack in that particular cave. You met a fellhound. You met a very amicable snowman.
Damn it, Frosty.
As long as you
That-
didn't hurt him.
Frosty the Battle Mech. It was a holly jolly soul.
Proceeded to go full on WWE and body slam one of our friends.
Yeah,
Hey,
and then just became a full-on Gundam. So
I blame Eli on that one.
I do too.
So on that, you guys came back having completed your mission. You guys were given about 300 gold to play with as a reward. You guys got to hear that Nala was actually going to take up her orders summons to go assist a man by the name of Meltus before disappearing off into the unknown. Yes, I did that on purpose. At which point you got information on the next plane that was going to be investigated, which was the plane of air. That they had leads. You've had a couple of days, so make sure to initiate a long rest on your characters. You've had plenty of time to rest, recover, recuperate, and buy gear and items, as well as spells for those of our spellcasters.
yes, so I no longer have dinky magic, fire magic, which has been like the only thing my characters had this entire time.
I did warn you. I said, don't forget to update your spells.
I did. I updated my spells. I have a more well-rounded repertoire of magic.
As opposed to casting Firebolt
Firebolt.
right next to somebody
Firebolt.
who can't stand bright lights.
Oh. What? Firebolt's not your shtick? Create bonfire.
Anyway.
Why can
So
I
you
see Eli dying now?
Huh?
I said, why can I see Eli dying now?
I know. Well, there is a very real possibility of any of your characters dying. So do keep that in mind as we play. If your character does die, there are ways of resurrecting your character. There are ways of somebody bringing them back. Cough, cough, Eli.
I mean,
through making an undead.
Yeah, I mean, again, I did ask for their corpses when they died.
Ah, but you have a new person. Speaking of, you all have been summoned to the commander's office. Eli and V, you do notice a different person. High elf still, evidently. Similar to Nala, but Luna, if you would kind of describe your character a little bit for the class.
As you walk into the room, you see a woman sitting in the chair. Long golden blonde hair, wavy, in a blue robe, but you can see through parts of her hair in the back that the robe has a hood on it to where whenever she's outside, she can put the hood up because she doesn't. You could tell she doesn't like sunlight from the very pale skin that she has. And covered in brass jewelry.
So as you guys walk in, Lieutenant Matthias has already seemingly given this character a rundown of the basic information. He looks at the V and Eli and goes, you guys have finally made it. Did you guys have any last minute prep? We're kind of in a rush.
No.
The commander went missing recently. Any questions, concerns?
Nope.
No. I can't think of anything that needs to be handled in front of you.
The only questions we have would be about why we're here.
Well, you're going to forested areas north of Daggerford, actually. Somewhere out there, we've heard about a crack in the plane. This will be probably the plane of air, according to our reconnaissance man. He'll actually be meeting you out on the scene. But other than what I know of the situation, he's got a better explanation for what's going on in there.
Sorry.
As
Bless you,
for
Eli.
as for anything that you might need from me, do you have any questions? And he seems kind of panicky.
What's with the jitters there, Matthias?
Well, it just said my commander's missing, and the longer I take to debrief you guys and send you on your way, the longer it's gonna take me to find him.
I'm sure he's fine.
I would
If not,
agree,
it's
except he's
forever.
got a chrono wizard with him. The same one that didn't know what the fuck you guys were doing?
Oh, he'll be fine. That Chrono Wizard will be fine. I think, as long as he can avoid the bombs. Yeah, he should be fine. He should be fine. If not, can I collect the pieces?
No.
Oh, okay. Dang. Worth a shot. Alright, let's go. And you see me just kind of saunter off.
He looks at Eli and goes, "Where are you going? Since when have you left this office in a normal means? With the exception of the very first time."
That's a fair point. And you kind of just see me shamble on back.
Adrian, V, do you guys have any questions for me?
How will we be getting there? Is the I'm guessing standard way?
Oh, he like pats himself down for a moment. Right. Scrolls, 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 scrolls. Oh, here you go. And pegs Eli in the head with a scroll.
Yes.
Teleportation scroll. It's one way.
Do you have an extra one of these?
No.
Not at all. Not even
I
to.
do, but not what I'm going to give you.
Sad. Okay. Fine.
Before you leave, Adrian, did you have anything you needed to ask? I know you're still unfamiliar with everything going on.
I'm more of a I'll deal with it when it happens kind of girl.
Perfect. All right. Eli, that is a teleportation scroll. It's already linked to a location. All you have to do is cast a spell.
We'll do it. And so I do so.
Okay. As you activate the magic, you get the feeling that you guys are pulled to a different location. This is different than normal teleportation. Because it's set to a location rather than a teleportation circle, you can actually feel yourself traverse the land as if you're yanked by a giant hand. At which point you find yourself in this wide open green forest, trees everywhere. And in here you get the sense, for those of all of you, because you're all casters and I just freaking realized it, you all get the sense of wind flowing from, a northern section of this forested area. If you can see my pin, it is in this direction. And so it's not dark, but it's almost like this abundance of air has almost made visibility dense.
Mm-hmm.
And while you can see normally outside of that field of vision, everything is blurry, as if something is interluding there. However, leaned up against one of the trees is about a 5 foot tall, 5'2", portly man. He's in studded leather armor. He wields two longsword belted at his hip. And he looks at you and goes, "Ah, my adventurers. You guys are here from the guild, right?"
One could say that.
Do most people just come teleporting in on you?
I mean, not really, but I don't know how magic works, so...
Oh, you're gonna be fun. Okay.
I don't understand why, but sure.
Don't worry about it.
As you
I'm
look at
assuming
this
he's a
man,
guy.
trying to, identify him, though, or place him, at least, in society, you notice that his face could be the face of literally anybody. He looks like if he changed clothes, he could be a farmer, or a nobleman, or anything. He's just too plain. He is bald-headed, and he does have a speckled beard that seems well kept. But he's average looking in general. He goes, "All right, names." Any volunteers for who goes first with their name?
I'm Adronia,
I
but you
will
can
just-
call me Adrian.
Adrian. All right.
I will just bow. I am the humble bard V.
V.
I'm guessing removes the mask. You do not recognize my face.
We'll get back to that. And Mr.
Oh,
Wizard
the
man?
name's Eli. And this here, and you'll see like this rat come up next to me. And this is Cheddar.
Eli and Cheddars. You can see a mild disdain for the undead abomination of a giant rat that he's looking at. And he takes a deep breath and he goes, okay. Mr. I assume you're a wizard, because that's the only thing that I know of that can summon weird undead thingies.
Yeah, clerics, paladins, what have you. But yeah, I'm a wizard.
Alright. You need to avoid using any of your magic that can't be cast, all day, every day. I heard you have like the firebolt spell or something like that. Stick to stuff like that.
Might I ask why?
Well, let's see. I don't have my usual friend for mage. You are a wizard, which is not necessarily more useful, but, less useless. And, you have an actual companion who can still do stuff for you without needing to actually do anything in combat. You'll need those spells for the events going on at the actual crack in the plate.
No, for sure. For
And he
sure.
pulls out something that would be familiar to Eli and V. You guys recognize this as an orb that you've seen relatively recently. This is similar to the orb Sarkosis had when he was sealing the rip in the plane for the plane of water. He goes, you are going to be using this. I have no magical talent. I have no interest in magic. I don't know how it fucking works. However, you will only be borrowing this. You will give it back to me after the plane is sealed. And then you will be leaving. Some warning to all of you. This area is full of werewolves. The werewolves here are protected. Do not kill them if you can avoid it.
What if they attack us first?
Sorry?
What if they attack us first?
Oh, they will most certainly attack us first. The important bit is to not kill them. Scare them off. They'll run off when they're relatively low HP.
Gotcha.
Werewolves have the ability to regenerate their life over time, so the important point is we need to make it through the clan of werewolves, because at the center of their territory is where the plane of air has cracked. Questions, comments, concerns?
No, I have none.
Do we have any notion of what might be protecting this crack? Last time we fought a giant snowman and a frost dragon head, ice dragon head.
First off, you didn't fight a snowman. Sarkosis would have told me about that. But, yeah. From what I understand, the alpha of the werewolf clan is currently fighting whatever came through the last time I was there. He asked me to go get help. Hence why you guys.
I think Sarkosis gave you false information because Eli fought the snowman. So technically we did fight it.
Just because he's an idiot doesn't mean you are.
How the fuck was I supposed to know that fucking Frosty the Snowman was friendly?
I'm very much right there with you. I wouldn't have known either, but that's beside the point.
While you guys are talking amongst yourselves, I'm gonna just take care of a small ritual spell that'll help us along the way, I'm sure.
Hey, Cleric, thank you so much for the lurk.
And I'm just gonna start prepping and trying to cast the ritual spell for comprehend languages.
For comprehend languages?
Yeah.
Okay.
It lasts an hour.
An hour? Okay.
And I can understand and all written in spoken language.
You also understand any written language that you see, but must be touching the surface. Okay. The Laroman. Okay. Cool. Adrian, did you have any questions? And you see that he kind of gives you a little more respect than everyone else.
Not really. I'm just gonna go with it as we go along.
He looks at you and kind of nods. Your people are a little more fun for me to deal with. My friend Sarcosis has a similar issue that you have. And we're friends. So if you need any help, please let me know. I have trinkets, odds and ends, and he just starts pulling out random magical items. But you can't really get the sense of like what they do, only that they're magical in nature. It's like I can solve most problems according to Sarcosis with all these. So if you have any problems, please let me know.
She just nods her head.
However, and you kind of see him cock his head a little bit and shift his face to face towards the woods a little bit. He goes, "It seems like we have company. I hope your ritual is done." By this point, your ritual would be done.
Oh, okay, cool. Because that's a 10-minute. It's a fucking 10-minute casting time.
He just doesn't know like magic.
Cool.
For those of you who have reference, this is Bill. This is Bilgo. For those of you with more description on who that is. As you guys are talking, out of the woods comes 3 werewolves that seem to almost materialize in this area. And they kind of start snuffling about before all of a sudden they start in to move forward and attack you guys. Why can I not? Oh god. Now I'm moving the map again. Somehow my tokens went places. Weird. I can't mess with the tokens.
Are you on the token layer?
Huh?
Are you on the token layer?
Yeah! But it's basically ripped them out of existence. Just gotta refresh. So, as you guys are talking, these things do peer on the tree line nearest to you. What do you guys want to do? They don't seem overtly aggressive right now, but you have been warned that they are going to attack you.
Anyone have any ideas?
Do we want to strike first, or?
See, given that we no longer have our maiden in shining armor, I feel like maybe diplomacy might be the best path.
fair, but we also know that these things have a tendency to attack.
Yes. But the reason I cast the spell I had in the first place is because now I can understand what they're saying, and they can understand what I'm saying.
Then please try and talk to them.
That's the only Hail Mary I had to think about. What say you, Blondie? I don't know your name. Again, I'm sorry. Adrian? Is that what your name is?
Yes,
She
this
nods.
is Lady Adrian.
Okay. That's gonna be some getting used to. Okay. What do you think, Bill? Not Bill. Shaggy. I'll call you Shaggy. I don't know your name yet. What?
I mean, I can just put them to sleep.
You can try.
I have command. I could see
Uh,
if that'll work on one of them.
But Eli, to your statement, he does go, my name is Bill, yes. But my suggestion is just to knock him out. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
We could avoid all the fights together. And who knows? If we talk to them, they might even be willing to help us out against the Rift.
You do hear at about that time as they start getting close, them basically muttering to themselves, "Hunt, blood, hunt." He goes, I don't think, considering what they're saying, we're gonna get the opportunity to end this politely.
Bi-
I think V is
Bill?
the only one who wouldn't understand this, as it is Sylvan.
Yeah, and even though I understand Elvish, I don't fully understand Sylvan.
And Sylvan's
Sylvan's
animals.
completely different for the spoken language. It's the written
Okay.
language that's Elvish.
I'm gonna turn to Bill. You kind of know a lot about werewolves. Do they have a commander? Like, is somebody leading them? Of this small group?
Not this group, no. I would suggest us figuring out what plan we're doing. Eli, if you're gonna try and talk to him, I would start now. And if you're gonna try putting them to sleep, Adrian, do so quickly before they decide to just outright attack us.
I'm just gonna kind of stand up in the front. I'm like, hey guys. Look, I understand you're hungry, you're thirsty. That's great. If you want something to hunt and kill, I hear there's plenty of great things over in that direction, where your current pack leader's apparently having some struggles over there.
Are you
could-
pointing northward?
I'm in a direction. I honestly have no idea where we're going, so I just point off in a random direction.
Well, you can feel the energy coming from this way, like
Yeah,
from
then
behind you guys.
Okay, then yeah, I'll point that way.
And they just came from this direction.
Yeah, there's plenty of big old beasties over there, well worth your meal more than my scrawny self. I'd barely be a morsel. There's no game here, no hunt.
Adrian, are you gonna try and cast sleep?
I'm gonna wait to see what happens with him.
They kind of look between them, and you hear them go, "Food, blood, hunt." I need everybody to roll initiative.
All right, you rabid animal. I just said they're that way.
Um,
All right.
Fuck.
I tried. I look at V like you don't understand what just happened, but I tried.
It was a good strategy. I'll admit, good strategy.
23.
Jesus Christ, Adrian.
What's
Okay,
my initiative?
hold on.
Mine's pretty fucking up there too, buddy.
Shut up, Eli.
Hey, guess what?
Shut up.
I
V.
balanced
I'm
Adriana
trying to remember
out. Guess
numbers, and you're causing me to struggle. Okay, Adrian, you said 23.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 23. All right, Eli.
22.
22. Jesus Christ, you two.
Fast as fuck, boy.
All right,
Anyway.
V, go ahead. What'd you get?
I rolled a
Oh.
natural 1.
Should
Oh,
I
so
give
you're
an
not
initiative?
taking place in combat for the moment.
Should I be rolling initiative for Cheddar too?
No, he will take the same turn you do.
Oh, okay.
What is that with
I said-
modifier? V
That is a 4
or
with modifier.
it was important. If you rolled above a certain point, you'd still go before something else. Okay, now what does Bill get? Okay. It's 26, right? No. No, it's not. Okay. That is turn order for everyone involved. It is in chat. So, Bill looks like he's not really concerned about the fight. Like, he's gonna just hold his turn to see what you guys kind of do to measure your worth, kind of like Sarcosis did. But you do see him unsheath both of his long swords and kind of take a 5-foot step forward in all of that. Adrian, it'll be you.
Question.
Answer.
How do I use the ring that we talked about off stream?
So you just cast whatever spell you stored in it. So you remember the list of spells you put in it, right?
I didn't put any spells in it.
Okay, you were supposed to.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So you would have put sleep in it, right?
I would have put sleep, healing word, and I thought I had oh, that might be at later levels.
So you can put up to 5 levels of spells into it. So you can do a max of 5 level 1 spells, or you could do any combination of spells equal to 5. And then you just basically cast them for free because they're in there, but it's only 1 use per spell, per level. So if you put healing word in there and you only put 1 healing word in there, and it's only level 1, you get 1 use of 1 healing word at level 1. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I put 2 of the same level spells in the ring?
Yes. So you could stock it up with 5 level 1 healing words, or cure wounds, or sleep if you really want to do that.
Do they count as... Oh, well, I guess it's spells. It doesn't matter if it's an action or a bonus action.
It would be an action unless it says otherwise. It still uses the spell at the speed that it's cast at.
Well, the reason why I ask is because I know if you do a bonus action for an action, you get to cast it twice. Right?
No. Because each section, like your movement speed is technically 3 seconds of your turn, and your bonus action is 1 second of your turn. Your action is technically 2 seconds of your turn, so you can only use each one once. And if you use a bonus action as an action, you still only get one use of it because it's consuming that whole action. You have to concentrate it on it for that whole action.
Oh. Then, babe, we did that wrong last night.
Fair enough.
It's okay. Like I love talking to people about it because it's definitely stuff that you don't think about until you're in the area, in the thought process.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Now, it might be different for 5.5. I'm not certain, but we're still going off the rules of 5th edition.
Okay, so I have 2 healing words, the 2nd level, in there, and then I have 1 entangled.
Okay.
At level 1.
Just make sure to remember that if you use one of the spells from that, it does consume it, and you'll have to restore another one, and to restore a new spell into it, it does take a short rest.
Okay. That's closer than 90 feet. So, I am going to try for this one. And I'm going to entangle them. I need a strength saving throw.
Does a natural 20 beat it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
With modifiers, that's a 25.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, strength saving throws, werewolves have a +5 to their strength saving throws.
And man's over natural 20s on him.
Yeah, right? Ridiculous. Is there anything else?
The DM for his dice.
Try not to roll natural 20s, okay? Is there anything else you want to do?
Yes, I'm gonna move back. I cannot control my character.
Fucking Christ, this shit again. Give me a moment. I got it. Go ahead. Be good.
Okay. I'm gonna move back behind the party.
Don't forget you still have your bonus action, and you do have spells that do cost your bonus action.
Yeah, but they're all healing.
You have Shalai and Magic Stone.
I'm gonna go ahead and prepare the magic stones then, but I'm not gonna use them.
Okay. That puts it on Eli.
Basically, I stayed behind.
Yeah. I will take my turn and cast Mage Armor on myself. Kind of just like, oh, I guess we're really doing this. I'm gonna fucking.
I'll let you have that prepared already, so that you don't have to take your action to do so.
Okay. So let me get the spell slot consumed real quick. I'm going to then, as a bonus, as my action, I'm gonna look at the first one. Like, well, I tried directing you away, so I have no choice but to do this. And I know he understands me because I'm still speaking Sylvan. And then I'm gonna chill touch him.
Okay.
Oh, that is a touch spell. Let's not do that. For some reason, I thought chill touch had a range.
No.
Why did I think it?
No, it's the other one.
It is called.
Bone chill or something like that, right?
Oh.
Which one? My first period. Wait, no, I already did my third period.
Was Maddie there?
That is unfortunate.
With me while I was doing that.
Well, then I'm gonna do something pretty typical for you. I'm gonna cast Firebolt.
Sorry, right now. You lost your trust privileges by being irresponsible.
Centered where?
For your information, you're actually doing what I need you to be doing. Okay.
Firebolt?
So keep your voice down.
Oh, Firebolt.
He's in a Discord.
Yeah.
I heard Fireball, and I was like, fucking
No.
where?
That's at the third level magic. I don't have that yet.
Okay.
I will though, because Firebolt. But
I need a name.
Where at?
I'm gonna hit the one in the front.
My English teacher.
Okay.
The second one.
Go ahead, roll to hit.
PE/anatomy teacher.
Sorry, Bill.
The husband of the teacher who gave birth. The acting teacher.
Would you
Uh,
roll?
That one.
Not one? Alright. Roll me a d20 and tell me evens or odds.
Stay behind to do that. And
Odd.
Odd? Okay, so, considering you tried shooting it between Bill's legs, basically,
I did a little exercise 'cause I was
considering he's right in line with that creature, instead you hit him in the
I'll
ass.
verify this.
Go ahead and roll me
Not
damage.
in details, but I will be verifying this. Deal with that, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
How are you this fine afternoon?
4.
All right.
He turns, looks at you, and goes, "Really?"
I'm gonna try to sit here and speak in any other language, just to say like sorry, and then realize that no, he understands every word that comes out of my mouth, regardless of what language I speak. Halfling, hedge, infernal, doesn't matter. My bad.
No, you understand everything they say. He's understood Sylvan so far that you know of.
Yeah.
This one is going to take up and try and swipe at Bill. And miss. You see Bill kind of just swing his blade across in a defensive manner and kind of deflect the blow as it comes across. And it misses the other one. He does the same with the other claw, just kind of mildly disinterested in this fight. And the other one, however, is going to take the opportunity to move 5, 10, 15, 20, and sizzle up to you. And he's going to actually attack the rat that you are riding on, which you forgot to take the turn of.
Oh, yeah. We can do that in a moment if you'd like.
He misses the first hit because I assume a 10 doesn't hit your armor class.
Not presently, no.
So does a 23?
Yeah, that hits me.
Well, I'm not certain. Doesn't
Oh, it's the rat. You're looking
Huh?
at the rat. You're attacking the rat. Yeah, that definitely hits the rat.
Okay, so you see him swipe down with a different claw, and he's gonna put 6 points of piercing damage on it.
Cool.
But I need a con save from it. Go ahead, give it with advantage.
Okay. Fucking thank God. I might need to switch dice. Con
Constitution, yes.
19. It has no con modifier. That's tragic.
Because it's undead, doofus. You notice some kind of wild magic kind of circulates this creature's claws, but it fails to take hold. And the next one, the next werewolf,
God, what is with my dice tonight?
10, 15, 20, 25, runs up. V, you're getting attacked.
Ah.
The
Fuck.
14 hit your AC.
A 14 does hit my AC.
Okay. You see a claw sweep across. He's gonna deal you 5 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make me technically 2 con saves, but I want you to hold on to it for a moment as he tries to lunge forward and bite you. 16 will hit your armor class, and he will deal you another 8 points of piercing damage. So I need 2 con saves from you.
2 con saves. Okay. Looks like my PC is just going to be lagging a lot, so I need to run my character sheet off my phone.
Mm-hmm. Crunchy.
Ah. My tray is not flat.
Rip.
11 and a 10.
Okay. You guys see this kind of wild energy that was around this creature's claws and muzzle kind of seem to enter V. V, I'm gonna send you a message real quick for you to look at. And V, you get a kind of strange look from Bill here. And seeing this, he's going to take his turn. And in what can only be described as a flurry of blows, you see this man just straight up knock this one unconscious. It just falls over as the back broadside of his blade slam into its head, and then the hilt of one of the handles slam into its gut, knocking it unconscious before stepping up next to this one. Adrian, it's going to be your turn as he kind of holds off on his turn again.
As my bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on V.
Okay.
which heals him for 13 points of damage.
There you go.
I'm back to full.
You're welcome. As I just look over to him and I say, that looked like it hurt. Here you go. As I heal him.
Yeah, it seems like they don't like my songs.
As I cast, or as I throw one of the 3 pebbles that I prepared as my action.
I think it does like 1d4 plus your spellcasting modifier.
It has to hit first.
26.
Wow, nice.
It is 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
And then 10 bludgeoning damage.
You do see that it makes pretty decent impact. It kind of ricochets off its head a little bit as it goes sailing off into the distance. And this thing's focus has turned from Eli's rat, which looked like a snack, to you. You still have your movement speed if you want to try and adjust your position.
Ah, cheddar. Yay for cheddar.
Okay. I'm gonna go back behind the tank.
How are you getting there?
I walk up and around.
You're gonna walk up this way and around? Yeah. As you cross its space, the werewolf is going to attack you. Does a 17 hit your armor class?
That is my armor class.
That is your armor class. So that's going to be a glancing blow. You'll take half damage.
Okay.
So you're going to take 2 after the reduction. It's a total of 4, but because you're going to only take half, you're going to take 2 instead. I need you to make me a con save.
14.
You feel this wild energy start to mess with your body, and you, of all people, know that this is a curse that is typical to these kinds of creatures, but it doesn't take hold. But you do manage to get there, relatively unscathed. Eli, that makes it your turn.
Hey, Danny. How are you this
wonderful.
morning?
Don't forget about your rat.
That's fine. Well, we're gonna start with the rat, just that way I don't forget. The rat has pack tactics, so it has advantage on attack rolls if at least one of the rat's allies is within 5 feet of the creature, and the ally isn't incapacitated. So it has advantage on attacks. So it's gonna try and
Nibble its ankles.
a familiar can't attack, but it can take the other actions. Excuse me?
It can attack. Don't worry.
Okay. Alright, it's got a bite attack.
Okay.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
And
It
then
hits.
the advantage. Damn. Well, I'm glad it's a 7. Oh god, I don't have one of these out yet. Oh, there we go.
Oh, Muffin.
Total of 5 damage.
Okay.
And it needs to make a con save.
It cannot contract that disease.
Okay, well then never mind.
You do notice that the piercing damage that it does have, that it took, didn't quite do the damage you think it should have.
Yeah. Okay, going back to my spells. Now I'm going to do Chill Touch. Because now it's in contact range.
Okay.
19. No, I lied. 22.
Yeah, that'll hit. Go ahead, roll me damage.
Come on, big money. Fuck, 3. Yeah, 3.
You do see
necrotic.
you do see the necrosis kind of take hold. It does fully affect the creature, as if this magical damage does actually go through, and you see Bill kind of go, "Hey, don't kill it."
I won't. I'm just trying to defend myself. It also cannot regain hit points until my next turn.
Okay.
So there's no healing factor for this one.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. So fucking that one's gone. So it actually comes to the creature in front of you's turn. And it's going to try and actually 5-foot step into Adrian. You can use a reaction to hit it on its way out, but it would be an melee attack. You cannot cast a spell unless you took the Warcaster feat. But you do see Bill start to swing at it.
I'm not gonna do anything.
No, I was talking to Eli.
Oh, okay.
Are you gonna do anything, Eli?
No, that'd be me.
Well, he's stepping away from you, so it's a reaction.
Oh, gotcha. You know, I don't think I took my feet.
Okay. So you see
It's fine.
Bill swing the flat of his blade across and pump this thing in the back of the head. It falls unconscious at your feet, Adrian.
I look over to Bill and I'm like, "Thank you."
However, the one over here is going to attack V again. V. A 16 hits your AC, right?
Yes.
Okay. You see it swipe 2 claws at you in an attempt to actually start eating you. You're gonna take a total of 12 points of damage.
Holy shit bags.
It's
God
from 2 attacks.
fucking damn it.
It's 2 different attacks. You see one claw come across, strike you across the face, and then a separate one come across the other direction.
Torn to pieces.
How much damage? 12?
Total of 12.
Okay.
This thing is bent on killing you.
I see this.
I haven't even gotten to throw a fucking punch in this fight. And the game's
Hey,
just
don't
like,
worry. It's your turn.
So after being mauled to death, what are you doing?
So after being mauled to death, I'm going to cast command on it.
Okay. You get 1 word.
We are going to say flee.
Flee. Okay. That is a what? Charisma saving throw?
That is
Wisdom.
a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Yeah.
What is your save on that? Because I got 13.
That is exactly the save. God damn
Okay.
it.
So you do see it kind of 5-foot step away from you in that process and that thought. Kind of interrupting the flow of combat. You guys both get attacks of opportunity, Eli and Brodus, as it 5-foot steps away from you guys.
Okay. The only thing I have is a quarterstaff to hit this thing with, so that's a natural 20.
Roll for damage.
Four. No, it's two-handed. So hold on, the wrong die. 12 total. Bludgeoning.
Okay.
That is a natural 20 on my rapier.
Okay.
Jesus
Ooh, double
Christ.
crits. Fuck this thing up.
It has been putting me through the ringer, so why shouldn't I show it no mercy? Do I not have a D8 out?
I don't know what you have out.
It takes 9 points of damage.
No.
So you guys have dealt about 30 points of damage. You notice the damage isn't as strong as you think it should be.
Yeah,
However, on that though, you see Bill 5-foot step across, and he is going to make 3 attacks. And you're going to see his offhand actually sizzles past its head once. And then his other 2 attacks land squarely on it. 9, 15... 20, 24. Okay. So you see even his attacks don't seem to make a big difference, or at least not the impact it should have. But you do notice that one of his weapons is actually a rapier fashioned in a similar design to his longsword. However, he is going to end up taking his turn actively rather than let Adrian have hers. And he is... Jesus Christ. You see him just hit this thing twice, and it's unconscious on the floor, despite everything going on. And it lands at his feet, and he goes, "Whew. Okay. I don't suppose you guys have silvered weapons, do you?"
Why have silver when you have magic? I mean, it's kind of like conjure up the firebolt in my hand.
So that's a no for the dumb wizard.
I was not expecting to fight those things. No, I don't. Also, I was bit. Should I be concerned?
Oh no! Don't be concerned. It just makes
He's
your
gonna
corpse more
snap his
interesting.
fingers, point at you, and go, "No."
Am I able to roll like a medicine check or something to see if he is cursed?
Bill's gonna step up to you as you start attempting to examine him, V, and he's gonna lean down real close to you, and at a volume none of the rest of you can hear except for Adrian. You hear him tell you, "Don't worry about it. If he doesn't want it, I will take care of it.
I just look at him in surprise.
You see for like a split second, his face shifts, his eyes turn gold, and he gets an almost wolfish grin before it shifts back to his average looking face. But since he's faced away from everybody, all you guys feel is the aura around him get dangerous and wild.
Careful
So-
now,
Ooh.
there, Scruffy. There's a fine lady you're talking to. You don't want to get too frisky now.
I'm fine, trust me. But that's good to keep in mind. Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. Anybody super hurt? Because I've got a potion around here somewhere. Starts digging through his bag, pulls out just a normal healing potion. Anybody need one?
You just kind of see me brush off my shoulder a little bit, like, no, I'm Gucci. I'm good. My buddy over here, though, he's not looking too great.
Considering I have been hit not once, not twice, but 4 times, I think I'm gonna need more than one.
One more time.
You did take the healing from her healing word, right?
The first healing word, not the second one.
Yeah. He looks at you and goes, "Well, I mean, it heals," and kind of hands it to you. I don't know how that one works either. All I know is it's supposed to do relatively good. This is a just normal healing potion,
Okay.
so it's 2d4 plus 2.
I have a question
For who?
for you.
DM or Bill?
DM.
Okay.
Do I still have the 2 magic stones around me that I prepared during combat?
Yes, they are still in your hand.
Okay.
Those are prepared
We're
for
making a trip up there to get my stuff and Natalie's shit.
1
Sean's
minute.
coming with us.
That's
So
my fucking keyboard.
wait, he left his white keyboard here. It was down here. I swear to God, it was. He left his white.
He did.
His piece of shit white keyboard.
Weird.
No, that one's been mine. I don't have another white keyboard in here.
Weird.
Everybody saw it right there. Where did it go?
Yeah, I have a whole white keyboard mouse set.
By the way, tell him.
He was using. Oh, it was wired, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought he took it with him.
No, he left it down there.
I put it down there. That was me.
You did? Okay, yeah. It was sitting right there for like the longest time.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna be right back.
It's low.
Okay.
Hey, mister, I have an air conditioner.
Yeah.
It's so loud.
Alright, give me a moment.
Why are you in an airplane engine?
There you go.
Thank you.
So, as you guys kind of finish off, you notice Bill kind of walks over to each body and kind of piles them together to make sure they're not like wandering off in the meantime. But all three are unconscious. You notice they have slices to their body that appear to be made by a sharp blade. You think? But there's no jaggedness to it like you would from combat. This is almost clean. So, you guys are leading this expedition. I'm just here to help. Where are we going?
You, sir, are our armored friend. You lead the charge. We will follow you.
I still need to know a direction I'm going.
That
Does
way.
it look like I know magic?
As I detected
North.
some form of... northeast.
North. Got it. He starts walking up this direction.
I am basically on his ass.
Are you going to correct at all?
I said northeast, sir.
He is obviously not caring about your opinion. V, you keeping up with him?
I'm keeping up with him because there is something that he and Adrian are not telling me, and I'm kind of concerned.
You also sent our
you
men
have
off in the wrong
control of your
direction.
character.
Yeah, why'd I move the rat?
I don't know.
Thanks. Save me a hassle. Good
He
job.
goes, all right, how much further north am I going? He kind of turns around to you guys, kind of looking at you guys, because he has no fucking clue.
I'm gonna...
I am going to end up pointing northeast.
Roll me Arcana check.
Okay.
I assume you're trying to tell the direction of the wind. This magical wind.
Well, it's either that or I'm like, hey, Eli over here said northeast.
Okay. I need Arcana checks from Eli and from Adrian.
16?
Fuck my life.
Sorry, one more time?
16?
16? Okay.
12.
Hold on to that. I need just numbers I can give to people for them to hold on to.
A 12, sir.
12? Okay. You guys are, like, relatively certain you guys are headed in the right direction, as the wind has started coming down from the north here. It appears like it's coming dead on, but you're not certain. You do know that originally it was coming in from this direction somewhere, but you're not certain if it's still coming in that direction or if it's just north.
Hmm.
So he looks at you and goes, north or northeast? Which way am I going?
The wind may tell. Cut against the wind. The wind is coming from the north. Follow the wind. If it's blowing against your scruffy beard, you know you're in the right direction.
You see him hold up a hand to his beard thoughtfully, thinking about it. He's like, my beard is not scruffy. I take very good care of myself. He picks up a limb and just flings it at you. Not even trying to hit you, just flings it at you.
I immediately duck down so I don't get hit.
Oh no, he's way more accurate than that.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't even come close to you.
Okay,
But it
you
gets
ready to hit
close
me?
to Eli. And you tell
Okay.
Eli, you can tell that it's got force behind it.
See, my first natural gut instinct is to look this man in the face and go, "Ha! You fucking missed, but I know better."
He sees that like gut reaction, like instinct to taunt, and he just kind of raises an eyebrow.
Oh, I'm raising an eyebrow right back at him. He knows. He knows I know, and I know he knows that I know.
Anyways, as the group kind of like gets pushing forward, he looks at you guys and goes, "All right, north," and he gets about 10 feet forward. And Adrian, I'm more than happy to move you 10 feet with him. The rest of you only make it about 5 feet.
That's fine.
So go ahead and move 5 feet in any one direction moving forward that you would like to.
I cannot move the mouse. That's fine.
Did I not give you control of the mouse? I didn't give anyone control of the mouse. There you go. You have
There you
control
go.
of the mouse. How did you move the mouse?
I didn't. Fucking V did.
Oh, because you're still DM. That's
He,
right.
yeah, I remember when we opened, I said, I accidentally opened with the GM screen open.
Rip.
That's how.
Before suddenly, despite everybody's observation of the area, I need perception checks from everyone.
Perception.
Yeah, perception.
Dirty 20. No, that's you're not dirty 20. My
25.
performance and perception are the same modifier.
25. Jesus Christ, you guys.
That is in 16.
16? Okay. All of you guys do see this small group of werewolves kind of huddled together. They don't appear aggressive. They kind of know you're there because you're not like snaking. But they seem more preoccupied talking amongst themselves.
So are we going around, or are we fighting, or are we knocking them out? Like, what's going on here?
Bill kind of looks at you guys and goes, "It's up to you. I don't care."
I say we leave the bee. Let them have their conversation.
I'm not certain if we walk past them if they're gonna leave us alone.
Nah, if they get all, concerned about us walking past them, I can still talk to them.
Somehow I feel like your diplomacy is not going to be as good as everybody else's.
Well, that's unfortunate because I'm the only one who could comprehend languages. But if you guys are wanting to go the diplomatic route and don't want me to do it, you're more than welcome.
You see Bill kind of make a 5-foot step.
I'm just
to go.
pushing through them, and I'm playing my lute going forward. I'm done with this. I'm going full bard.
You see Bill kind of take a 5-foot step forward to go around them, at which point they all kind of snap up and look at you guys as a group and goes, you guys do know it's in Sylvan, so the one person who can't understand it has no fucking clue. You just hear growls and grumbles of an almost wolfish nature. Everybody else hears them go, "What are you guys doing in our area? You guys aren't supposed to be here. This is our territory." And they start getting really aggressive, but they're not like about to attack. And Eli, you hear in Silver coming from Bill, hold. These guys are kind of here doing a job. They'll kind of explain a little bit better than I will. Just don't attack us yet. But you know this is Sylvan.
Right.
I will move forward 5 feet. And I would be like, I'm sorry, we don't mean to intrude. We are here to close the rift in the space-time thingy. It's where all the wind's been coming from.
They kind of look between you and Bill and go, what language are you speaking that in?
I guess common.
Okay. They do look at you and then look at Bill, and Bill kind of like translates for you the rest of the way. And they go, well, you're off towards the east here. And they kind of like block you off from coming this direction. And goes, are we forcing our way through, or are we gonna take their directions on this one?
They know this forest better than anybody. I say we follow them. I'd rather not piss them off because, one, they are protected, and two, I really don't want to get into another fight. So I say we head east.
Could I roll an insight check? Because I've been listening this whole time.
Yeah, go ahead. What are you trying to gain insight of?
Oh, that's a natural 20. Whether or not they were trying to just get us to go away or trying to divert us.
You get the sense that they're trying to divert you, but in the sense of they're protecting something.
If it's your alpha you're here to protect from our involvement in sealing this rift, you have no fear from us. We're just trying to seal this, and as soon as we do, we will gladly leave your territory alone.
They kind of look at you and scoff, considering how small you are, and go, You don't understand. First off, our alpha is to the east too, fighting the giant wind thing that came out of that fucking hole in the ground. Second off, we're not doing anything to protect anyone other than our own. If you want to go get yourself killed, go get yourself killed.
Fair enough. I'm just gonna kind of saunter off in that direction.
Overhearing that, I confirm that their alpha is also fighting what we are here to close.
Yes. Go ahead and roll me a history check. V and Adrian.
I was about to say, like, by chance, could you describe the BC that your alpha's fighting?
7.
That's kind of weird because I think I get disadvantage for this because I'm not hearing any of these words.
That's fair. He hasn't had it translated. This whole time.
Bill is translating for the only other person in the group.
Okay.
Fair enough.
For the sake of simplicity.
Realizing that that's
That is-
important information. He translates for
That
them.
is a 22.
22. You know that typically when it comes to planes of air, it's typically inhabited by elementals. The both of you do know this. Adrian and V, you guys both know this. Eli, because of like the things that you study,
Yeah.
and considering the fact that you do more physical necromancy type stuff, you have no knowledge of the
No.
elemental planes like that.
Nope.
So
Totally understandable. Again, it's not my
The
focus.
odds of
not
you
my
knowing
focus,
this
buddy.
information is slim, and the information you would have is just that.
It's just the bare
the
minimum.
Gilfin elementals.
Yeah.
V in particular, when it comes to tornadoes or giant air creatures, you do know that that is typically air elementals. Very large creatures. And they are destructive.
Oh. Oh, that's not good. We might be dealing with an air elemental, which, being in a place that's a forest, the forest might not be here for very long.
Bill kind of looks at you and goes, well, yeah, that's why we're here.
I
Onward.
mean, the stronger that wind gets, the less time we have. And it's already picking up.
Bill's gonna look at you and kind of nod like you would like nod at a child who's not like completely understanding what he's saying. He goes, okay, I understand the importance. Bill is gonna start moving this way though. Can
I'm
I
on
get
his ass.
some kind of magical help over here? We got a direction we got more accuracy on than east.
Did you want me to give the Arcana check that I rolled earlier?
No, I already used that.
Oh, okay, because you asked me to hold it, that's why.
Yeah, I had you hold it, and then I gave you both the information that you kind of got from that. Sorry, I should have been more clear about that. But if you would like to further direct anybody who wants to try and more finely attune to which direction you're going, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Oh gosh. 23.
I rolled a natural 1.
Natural 1. All right. So you guys, V and Adrian, you guys are dead certain it's coming from this direction. And on the wind, you kind of hear the sounds of battle happening. V, you are 100% convinced it's coming from back the way you came.
We're going
But
the
you-
wrong direction.
Dead certain. Bill kind of looks at you and goes, wait, what? And starts, like, moving backwards.
No. I'm gonna kind of like, with my tiny physique, kind of push on his fucking legs. Like, no, turn around. He's a fucking idiot. Ignore him. It's that way.
Alright, y'all are gonna have to figure something out here. One of you.
I am not the idiot. You're the idiot, necromancy boy.
If we go back that way, the werewolves are gonna eat you.
I come up behind Bill.
Alright, let's go that way.
I come up behind Bill, and I just tap on his shoulder, and I say, it is that way, and I point to the northeast.
He looks at you guys and goes, okay, you guys need to work on your teamwork. I got a general consensus that it's this direction, we're gonna go this direction. And starts walking off. As he starts getting a little bit away from you guys, you see him kind of cock his head to the side as if he's listening to the wind. And you see him bolt that direction. You guys are now left to your own devices.
That's fine. I'm gonna have Cheddar shepherd or herd fucking V and like nip at his ankles until he starts going into the direction he's supposed to be going. Like a sheepdog.
I leave the other two, and I followed the man in armor. And I stopped right here.
You did see him get to the tree and then start sprinting. So all of you did.
Awesome. I'll probably make it like there. Around the tree. Because the tree's, well, in my way.
V,
I'm
how
staying
resistant
behind
are
the
you
tree.
to going the wrong direction?
Considering I have a rat currently nipping at my ankles, I'm kind of forced.
Okay, go ahead and take 3 piercing damage as you get shepherded into range.
Would that trigger the con save?
Yes.
Oh, fun. Make a con save.
Well, you're gonna make
Mother-
3 of them.
Fucker.
You're gonna make 3 of them.
Yeah, make it 1.
No.
If you make it more
3
than
of them,
1.
and they're all gonna be with advantage.
Okay.
There's a reason for
Well, the first one is a. The first one's a dirty.
30 to 20. Okay.
18
Okay.
and an 18.
Okay, you're Gucci.
You got Eli, because like you're the one paying attention with the rat. Go ahead and move the rat as well. You're gonna have to move it up beside V in some way. I don't care which direction he went. You notice that V's energy, his magical energy, is getting wilder with every nip. Despite the fact that you know he's not contracting a disease, you know he's getting worse with whatever happened to him with the werewolves.
Mm-hmm.
But as you guys get into range, you see 2 smaller werewolves, which are normal size, that you kind of seen before. And a much larger, all black one with scars crossing its body, fighting what looks to be a living tornado for all intents and purposes. And you see Bill step up beside this werewolf, and they kind of exchange a glance. And Bill unsheaths both his blades and goes, "I suggest starting to prepare for battle. Eli, I need you as close to that elemental as you can get."
Right, this orb I know nothing about.
You don't have that orb.
I thought he gave it to me.
No, he showed it to you.
Oh. Okay. Why am I getting all close to him?
He pulls out the orb and he goes, "I'm going to pass it to you as you cross beside me. You're going to activate it when you get up to it.
And how do I do that?
Just start channeling magic into it. It'll be an Arcana check."
Okay, it's a shot in the dark, but I will try.
So, I need everybody to roll initiative. As you see this air elemental, are you wanting to do something in preparation for this, V?
Yes, I was going to cast a Bardic Inspiration on Bill.
On Bill?
Yeah.
Fuck
Okay.
yeah, Bill.
You do see that the air elemental makes 2 different attacks, cutting both of these side wolves clean in 2. And I need...
In preparation, can I ask B how much health he has?
V?
Sorry to interrupt.
That's a you.
I told Isaac if he
I am
Suspicious.
hurting. I have
Well,
25 out of 31
Dead.
currently.
So he's a little bit hurt, but not really bad. Mostly you can see that his ankles are bleeding.
Yeah. And to save myself from that, I'm going to pop a potion of healing.
Anybody else have preparation
cool.
that they would
I
like
don't-
to do before they jump into this fight?
No, I'm good. I have my magic already prepped, so.
I have my magic prepped.
Okay.
I'm good.
Alright.
That can be 10 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and cast on myself, speak with animals. That way I can speak directly with the wolves and coordinate with them as well.
Okay.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's do comprehend languages. I've been in the dark for too long. Fuck you guys.
And we're rolling initiative, right?
Yes, you'll be rolling initiative.
Well, that's good. I rolled a 6.
I rolled a natural 20.
You with these fucking natural
Man, can I
20s. What the
reroll?
fuck?
Dude, okay, this is
Yeah,
the same die that rolled me like 3 natural ones in a row.
Okay, for a moment, Eli, shut the fuck up.
No.
Can
What's
I
up?
re-roll initiative because I re-rolled because I rolled a natural one again?
Yes, you may re-roll initiative. I will let you have that. Eli, what's your total for initiative?
23, I think. Yeah.
23. So you'll take top of initiative on the first round, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because you can't beat Bill's initiative.
Jesus.
You said you got a 6
13.
total?
Yeah.
And V, what do you get?
1, 3, 13.
13. All right. V. 13. So that is initiative starting with Bill at 27, Eli for 23, the air elemental at 18, the alpha at 17, V at 13. Adrian, you are at the bottom with 6. So, Eli, you'll be going first because you get the first go on this.
Yes.
And you remember Bill's instructions.
Kind of.
Get as close to it as possible. He's going to pass you the orb as you run past it.
Yeah. How far is that? Oh. I have 25 movement? Yeah. I can get there. I'll be right up on that bitch. Alright. Well, I hope you know what you're doing, because this frail body ain't gonna do anything against this guy. And as I run past him to grab the orb.
You feel him palm it into your stomach so that you can't drop it.
Rude. And then I'm gonna get up there and
So
look at
as
this
you
guy.
step up to this thing, it kind of looks at you and dismisses your very existence. It is wholly focused on the alpha right here and Bill, who considers vastly superior threats. And as you get up to it, the orb itself begins to glow from the inside. And you can feel your magic begin to drain. So how this will work is on each of your turns, you will make 4 Arcana checks.
Okay.
You can auto success one at the expense of a spell slot.
Okay.
A level 2 spell slot will give you 2 successes. A level 1 spell slot will give you 1 success. You have to succeed 10 times.
All right.
Do you understand the mechanic?
Yeah.
The DC check for it, as an Arcana check, is 15.
Okay, that should be fine. It literally means I have to roll a 9 or higher.
However, in the time that you are doing it, you have to be sat down, which means you are prone, and you cannot use any other actions. You cannot cast any other spells. However, you can still operate your mouse.
Wonderful.
Do you
All right.
understand?
Yeah. The
Okay.
orb speaks to me, and I now understand what to do.
What Eli understands is only that it's draining his magic to seal up the rift in it. You don't understand how it works. This is not your type of magic. This is not anything that makes sense to you. All you know is it's draining your magic
Wonderful.
in order to seal this rift.
All right. Number 1. Dirty 20.
No.
No.
It starts next turn.
Okay. Never mind. All right. Rat boy. How fast is this rat?
Says it on there.
I know. I actually never looked. 30. Okay. The rat's faster than me.
That's funny. The rat is also further away.
By a lot. All right. Well, the rat's gonna fucking go there. He's gonna square up on this fucking elemental, like, let's go, bitch! Standing on the corpse of one of the dead werewolves.
Yeah.
Puffing its little mousy chest. Like, yeah, you go, Cheddar. Tell him who's boss.
Bill is going to step up next to the werewolf. We see him sheath his blades real quick, pull out a bow. And he's actually going to make 2 attacks against the air elemental. And he's going to crit on one of them. And that is going to be 26 piercing damage on that. And you do notice that the bow that he's wielding has a dark element to it. It doesn't affect it in the way you think it should, but you do notice that it seems to cause the air elemental to glow. So it is 26. And 5, 10, so it has taken a total of 36.
Nice.
All right. So the air elemental is just going to pretty much walk over Cheddar. Cheddar needs to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh, Cheddar might be in trouble. 8.
Okay. It is going to take 11 points of slashing damage.
It's dead.
Oh, shit. Is it
Yeah, it's dead.
It did. How much health did it have left?
6.
Oh, shit. So you see, as, like, the air
Cheddar
element
just-
kind of walks over it, it just kind of blenders Cheddar.
No, Cheddar!
And you see within the tornado itself is still pieces of Cheddar.
Not Cheddar! How
It is then
dare
going to
you!
actually swing at the alpha itself.
I feel like the air elemental should make a con save because now the diseased rat is literally spinning through
it
his
has no
system.
physical body.
I
What
don't
is it diseasing?
know. The air. I don't know.
Oh yeah. You want to play that? I can
No,
play
it was
that.
a joke. It was a joke. Calm
I can
down.
play that.
Anyway,
Um.
I'll be right back.
There we go. So you see it actually swing at this werewolf. It's gonna miss the first time. And then it is going to hit the alpha for 13 points of bludgeoning damage. And then the alpha is actually going to swing back at it for a crit, and it's going to hit it the second time as well. You do notice that the damage it's doing is not actually totally affecting it. 7, 13, 18, 20. You guys would know that this has basically got resistance to non-magical damage. And it is only going to take 11 points of damage. V, that makes it your turn.
Okay.
From your history check, you are aware that elementals like this are immune to poison damage.
Well, now I have to measure. Because can I get onto this rock over here?
This one? You can, but it's not much higher than what it is, than the spot that it's at. If you were to hide behind it, you'd
No,
get
it's
half.
yeah, I'm gonna have to hide behind it. Well, that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
I have returned. I'm sorry.
Welcome back.
And I need to know the area for the spell that I want to use.
What spell were you using?
I want to cast Cloud of Daggers.
Okay. There's a 5-foot cube somewhere you can see. Within
Can I
60.
see where the elemental is?
You can see around the elemental. You cannot see the space it's standing in, though. So you could put it on the edge. Like right there.
Yeah, we're gonna try and... Yeah, we're gonna put it on the edge of where the elemental is.
Where are you putting it specifically? In case somebody walks into it.
Right here. I clicked on the image.
You're going to put it right
on
here?
that edge.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it is a dex saving throw? Oh no, it just takes 4d4 slashing, period. Okay. Go ahead and roll me damage.
13 points of damage.
Alrighty. Adrian, that makes it your turn. Unless he has something with his bonus action that he's gonna do.
I do not, because if I cast anything, I would lose concentration.
No, you can still cast stuff. The only thing that forces you to drop concentration is a failed concentration check or casting another concentration spell.
I do not have anything for my bonus action.
Okay. So, Adrian, that'd be you. Luna.
Give me a sec.
I'm back. I apologize.
Okay. Okay, I will call you back from Mickey's phone. Okay?
I'm gonna hold my turn.
You are at the bottom of the initiative.
I know.
So you have to take your turn.
Why?
Otherwise, you miss your turn.
Okay.
Because you're at the bottom of initiative, the only time you can actually hold your turn is if you're higher up and there's somebody who can go after you.
I'm not gonna take my turn, so.
Okay. Are you going to do anything preparatory or anything like that? Like, are you going to take the defensive action so that you can raise your AC or something like that?
I don't have anything like that.
Okay. So we're going to rotate it back around to Bill. Bill's actually going to step up, sheath his bow, and pull out his longswords. His longsword and his rapier, and he's going to miss twice and hit once. Wow. All right. Poor Bill. And he is going to do about 12 points of damage, which doesn't affect it nearly as much. And you're going to see him only deal 6 damage instead. Eli. That'd be you.
All right. First round of checks, right?
Yep. You have 4 to make.
Isn't he dead?
What's your name?
16.
In the room?
Ooh.
What?
Cheddar's dead.
Cheddar got torn up, yeah. Straight pureed.
But the pieces of Cheddar are still inside the air elemental.
Oh.
Yeah, my worry is that when we kill the air elemental or steal the air elemental, it'll take the pieces of Cheddar with him, so therefore I can't stitch them back together. But that's fine. 16 on the first one.
Success.
23.
Success.
18.
Success.
Oh, 15 on the die. Oh,
On the
15 total. No, 15 total.
Okay. So, you do see the crack that it has actually stopped covering up begin to seal up. You notice that it's about a third of the way sealed. You feel like your last one didn't quite make as much of an impact as it would have been before, so you will have to make an extra success.
That's fine.
The air elemental is going to go. It's going to kind of look at you briefly and give you what you can only assume is a squinted look before swinging at Bill. And it's going to fail to hit him. And then it's going to swing at the alpha, which it is going to hit for 8, 16, 21 points of damage. You guys actually see it hit this guy pretty fucking hard.
She just kind of more or less
and in the process, it's going to knock him back about 5 feet. And the alpha is actually going to take its own 5-foot step forward and try and hit it. It's going to hit it once and crit it again. Fucking hell. 10. 7 is 22.
and
4, 9. 31. What's half of 31? Rounded down.
15.
15. Yep. I promise I'm smart. It just doesn't appear very often.
No, you're good.
V, it's going to be your turn.
Hey, Grim, thank you so much for the alert. And because I forgot ads were a thing.
Hey, bud. So I want to be honest with you.
I forgot I was muted for a second. I have to roll concentration. Do I get a
No,
modifier
you're
on
good.
this?
You haven't been hit. You haven't done anything to disrupt your concentration. You're good.
No, what's going on? Talk to me.
Can I attack it with my short bow?
Yeah.
I know it's not going to do much, just to make myself feel good. 21?
That'll hit.
Where's my phone?
4 damage.
Four damage. All right.
Yep.
It doesn't seem to have the same effect that you think it would. You do know that this is resisted damage.
Babe, for your watching it, I told you to keep it on. You missed the call.
Do you have anything else you want to do?
You missed the call.
From where I'm standing, can I see where Eli is?
Yes, you can.
Can I give him a bardic inspiration?
Are you within range?
That's actually a good question.
What does Bardic
60 feet.
Inspiration do for a prone person?
It's not about the being prone. It's about the ability checks I'm doing, and basically it'll give me a bonus.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. 60 feet?
Is
God
he within
damn.
60 feet?
Yeah.
I didn't think it had
It's within
60 feet
60.
range, but all right.
Okay. Then you probably give him Bardic Inspiration. I do need you to roll me damage for the daggers, though.
Okay.
A lot of daggers.
That's fair. I forgot to...
Yeah, I forgot it too. So we're just going to do it right now.
10 damage. There you go.
Okay.
No, Dad, just stop. Just stop.
That loaf's been there since he lived down here.
I will have you roll concentration now, though, at the end of your turn.
Okay. Do I add any modifiers to this, or is it
Yes,
just a straight roll?
Constitution modifiers. It will be a base 10 check, so it's nothing super.
Well, I rolled a 15 on the die.
Cool. So you'll succeed. Adrian.
She is going to run to this side of the wolf and before touching him, ask if she can heal him.
You kind of see him narrow his eyes at you and then kind of half nod as if giving permission.
Oh god, okay. I am going to use the healing word level 2 in the ring.
Okay.
If I can pick up the dice, that would be great.
I feel that though. Sometimes, man.
Fingers are just like, no, I don't want to pick up dice right now.
14 to heal.
Okay.
And then
you would notice that most of his wounds are closed. Anything that like he had before has already sealed up. He is effectively at full HP.
awesome. She breathes a sigh of relief, and then she is going to cast one of her stones because she doesn't know what it's gonna do. 25 to hit.
That'll hit. Go ahead, roll me damage.
11 bludgeoning damage.
11 magical bludgeoning damage. All right. Okay. So you actually see the stone go through, seem to kick up into the storm despite having actually hit it. It gets picked up by the wind. But you see it dislodges a piece of cheddar. Eli, I need a dex save with disadvantage.
I rolled double 19.
Double 19. You just barely miss getting pelted by Cheddar's tail.
Well, I didn't think that would happen.
As we move on to the top of combat, you see Bill kind of get a little bit concerned for the fact that there are now pieces of a rat flying out of this thing. And you see him seem to concentrate for a moment, and then his body shifts and breaks and swells, and his armor itself seems to adjust with his body. And despite, his size, he does gain about another 1.5 feet of height as he takes on a wolfish form. He still holds his long swords, which also seem to have adjusted to its size. But now he is about 6'3" and takes up a large size. And he is a full-blown Lycan. The difference between him and the Alpha is that he's wearing armor. And it is terrifying to you guys. I need everybody to make me a wisdom saving throw.
I think I rolled like a 12. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say, like, I know that one, dude.
17.
Okay.
24.
24. Eli, considering you're standing right next to him, that makes sense. As he rips and pulls himself apart into being a werewolf. You will roll your first check with disadvantage.
That's fine.
He then proceeds to swing at this thing twice. He's going to crit once and hit once. That's going to be 10, 15, 30, and 13, 16. And this time, his weapons seem to make a big impact as he does 42 points of damage. Eli,
Yeah.
it is your turn.
Cool.
From what you know and what you can tell, the only thing sustaining this elemental is this portal to the air.
Perfect. So, I'm gonna do something, and it can only be described as like a wizard's form of a rage mechanic. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna I see the tail of my dead rat. I'm just gonna go berserk and funnel as much of my arcane energy into this orb as possible. Like black and green lightning bolts to start crackling off of this thing, and because I'm necrotic elemental based.
Right.
And I will spend almost all of my spell slots left into sealing this thing.
You can only make 4 checks a turn.
Yep. But you said twos
Two
are
spell
2 points.
Are
And
2
what?
checks.
Right.
So you can only use 2 level 2 spells.
Oh, see, that's not what. Yeah.
You
Wait,
can
what?
only make 4 checks a turn.
Okay. So that's not how I understood that. Because in the way I understood it was like there's 10 points total. Okay, and then each check was 1 point, and in my head anyway, and then twos were 2 points. But that counted as 1 roll in my mind for some reason.
No, it counts as 2 rolls.
That's
It's just 2 guaranteed.
come on, just let me do it. Just let me do it.
Do it for the rule of cool, my man.
Oh, bro.
Tell you what, we'll compete on it.
Compete on it? Alright. What are we
You're going to roll a flat 20.
Okay.
If I beat your 20,
Okay.
then it's only 4 successes. If you beat me, then it will be a total of 6 successes. I'll give it to you. Ready?
Okay.
All right. What'd you get?
14.
14. I got an 8. So, as you guys see him push his energy into this crackling lightning and necrotic energy, understanding that this thing has killed his beloved Cheddar, his undead creation, he forces himself further than he's supposed to. And you feel the air begin to vacuum out of the area. I need everybody to make me a dex save, except for Eli, who will fail it automatically.
Fuck yeah.
Auto fail it.
That's fine. I was gonna pass out after this anyway.
This is dex. This is you're remaining conscious.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm currently prone, so. But yeah.
Hey, guess
after...
what? Natural 1.
Oh my fucking god, buddy!
Okay, got a natural 1.
This fucking dude, I can't. You need to stop using that. Roll dice.
No, this is me rolling my dice. My
Use a
dice
different
just-
dice. Put that dice in dice jail. For the love of God.
If I was doing dice jail, every single one of my dice would be in dice jail.
Bruh, you need to get you some
Okay,
more dice.
Adrian, what you got?
6.
6. Okay. Adrian, you're gonna take 10 points of damage as you get pelted with the head of Cheddar.
Fucking gross.
V, you are unconscious as you get speared by a leg.
Fuck.
You're bleeding out on the floor.
Fuck.
However, the body of the splintered remains of Cheddar himself kind of funneled towards Eli, and Bill kind of shuffles himself to block the majority of the damage. Eli, you're gonna take 12 points of piercing damage. The rest of it, Bill is actually gonna take on his body before shifting back down into a human size. You are considered exhausted, prone, but you see the werewolf beside Bill kind of step up, kind of nod at you, understanding the sacrifice you made, and kind of the understanding that even though you may create undead, you still respect the dead. And he places one of his companions next to you before motioning at Bill and Adrian to kind of join him next to Eli. And he shifts down into this wild-looking man. Looks kind of like a caveman. And he goes, "Thank you. I appreciate your assistance."
Where the fuck did the female voice come from?
It's
He
supposed
is
to be
a
like a squeaky.
7-foot tall man. by the
It's
way.
a squeaky kid's voice is the idea.
Yeah. I'm aware. You can tell that there's a scar across his throat, but that it stops like in the middle of his throat. And that this may be the reason his voice is like this.
Gotcha. So, where am I moving?
He motions you over to him, but you do know that V is somewhere over here bleeding out.
A kidney.
You're unconscious. Shut up.
Blood. Blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blood. Guts. Death. Ah.
Anyway,
You
are aware V is somewhere in this direction. You saw him behind the rock. You also saw a very large piece of cheddar over there, like flying that way with intent.
I look between the Alpha and V,
Or are you just grabbing the headphones?
conflicted on what to do.
He looks at you and goes, "Please, help your friend if you feel you must."
At that, I will come over here and try and find V.
You see him lying. He has like a large portion of bone just sticking out of his gut. He is lying on the floor. He is bleeding out.
Can I make a medicine check to see if I can heal him?
Yeah. Go ahead. Do not roll your modifier with it though. Just tell me above or below 10.
Do I still get advantage on it since I have advantage on medicine checks?
Yes, I will give
Okay.
you advantage on medicine check.
Below.
Below 10.
Mm-hmm.
You're not certain if you can save him.
Alright. Time to try it. I am going to go up to him and then cast Cure Wounds.
Is that all you're gonna do? You do know he has a bone sticking out of him. He is impaled.
Not without making another medicine check.
What would be the purpose of the medicine check?
To see if I can pull the bone out without causing extra damage.
I'll give you that. Go ahead and make that medicine check.
With or without my modifier?
With your modifier, please.
$19.
19? You feel like if you did it right, yeah, you could. And considering your medical expertise, I would give it to you. Yeah.
Then I would pull the bone out of him and then Cure Wound the massive hole in him.
Okay. Go ahead and that is what? 2d8 plus what?
4d8 plus 5.
Oh, you're going to use it at level 2?
Yep.
Okay. So you go ahead and roll yours. I'll roll one on my side. What'd you get?
17.
I got 30. We're going to use mine. V, you will come up at 1 HP. You now have a permanent gut wound that scars over. You do see it seal up and scar over, but there's some kind of dark energy over this wound that doesn't let it completely heal. You know, cure wounds would normally just seal it up, no scar, no scar tissue, nothing like that. This dark energy seems to stop that from happening, and it is forcing it to scar up. But V, you are conscious.
Hi. Ow, I didn't think I'd get to see Granny so early. Ow.
Just
You
be
know-
thankful I was able to bring you back.
If you really wanted to see Granny, you could just point me to her grave.
I want to murder him so badly.
Now that you guys are done over there, you want to come join us?
Really quick, Sir Lord Alpha Werewolf person. Your friend, does he have a name? Gesturing to the one that's on the ground that he's kind of given me claim over.
He looks at you and goes, "Yes, but once they die, their name is taken with him. Give him a new name if you believe he deserves one."
Fido.
You see him begin to regret giving you the opportunity.
Buster, Spot. I'll figure it out.
You just see him just kind of roll his eyes and shake his head. And he turns to Bill and goes, "Brother, thank you for your assistance." And Bill looks at him and goes, "It was my honor. But these three were really the ones that did all the help. I just kind of helped you with the elemental. Good battle, though. Good battle." Are you guys going to move to join the Alpha?
Yes.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try my best to carry this werewolf corpse with me. I'm not very
Are you
strong.
going anywhere?
I don't know.
Have you moved?
You
Are you
No.
moving?
No, I'm not moving.
Okay, it's
okay.
sitting right next to you.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna try to gauge its weight and mess around with it a little bit to try to see if I can even carry this around. Because odds are I'm gonna have to go and stash it when I get over to the other end of the portal. I don't think
It is 6 feet tall, 250 pounds.
What's my strength stat? I think that is my max, just my heavy carry limit. I'd be encumbered carrying this thing around, but I could do it. I would be slow as shit, but I could do it.
Anyways, he looks at you guys and goes, "You guys have earned the blessings of the forest, and I appreciate your assistance. I hope to see you again sometime soon, but know that regardless of whether you have the blessings of the forest, you are not allowed amongst our people. Do you understand this?"
Yeah, no, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Adrian. He kind of looks at you.
I'm gonna kind of shamble around and try to collect up the various pieces of the fucking rat that I can.
Like, the majority of the pieces that hit everybody are all that's left of Cheddar. You're
That's
missing
fine.
a good portion of Cheddar.
That's fine. Even in pieces, he's good experimental data.
Adrian, are you going to respond to him?
I just nod.
He looks at you guys and
You are
goes,
not getting this leg from me, Eli.
That's my
It
rat's leg.
punctured me.
And
"It was technically on the floor. You didn't pick it up. So he could go back over to the rock and grab."
fuck, we race over there like children, shoving each other out of the way.
Seeing that you guys both go that direction, and start fighting over what is the equivalency of a bone, he looks at Adrian and Bill and goes, V is currently contracted lycanthropy. If he decides he wants to keep it, he is welcome amongst our people. Adrian, I give you permission to guide him back to these lands. And he places a hand on you, Adrian. You now know, regardless of where you are, the direction of this clan of werewolves.
E.T. phone home.
More specifically, you feel it is the Alpha specifically you are tracking.
Thank you, Alpha. Also, I will not come anywhere near the pack if he does decide to be with you.
That is most welcome. Druids are rare amongst our people, but if you wish to be a Lycan, we would welcome you amongst our ranks. We do not have enough healers as is.
Who needs healing when you can raise the dead?
You do hear these two bickering over this leg. I need contested, straight throws from you guys.
What's your strength stat there, buddy?
Give me 1 second. That is a 0. But I rolled a 17.
I rolled a 19. Ha! Mine!
Considering how high both of your guys' strength rolls were, Eli, you get the bone. V, you get the flesh.
You. Give that back!
Yeah, you
It
can
means-
have that. Just kind of throws it at him.
Adrian, you are being offered lycanthropy. If you would like to take it.
I look towards the Alpha and I'm like, I cannot give you an answer at this time, but if I do decide to become a part of the Lycan pack, would I have permission to come back and see you?
Yes. And you are more than welcome to join our ranks at any time. And he pulls out for you, and you notice that there are 3 others, but they are slightly different. A medallion that looks simply like a pair of butterfly wings. Yours seems to be made from mithril. So you will have a mithril medallion in the shape of butterfly wings. This is the symbol of the gifts of the forest. This is symbolizing that you have permission to enter the pack if you ever wish to. You two, however, end up walking up as she is given these medallions. You don't hear the words spoken between them, but you do see her being handed 3 medallions, one of which is white metal. The other 3 are gold.
Good news?
I take the medallions and I give him a curtsy to say thank you.
You see him nod and goes, "My job here is done. Please leave when you can." And he takes off running this direction. But looks at you guys and goes, "Are you guys ready to go home?
Well,
If you would be so kind as to hand out those medallions, though. You're the only one with permission, Adrian, to hand those out. He gave them to you specifically for that reason."
Um, I hand out the medallions and I say, before we head home, I think V needs to make a decision because he was bit. Um, he was infected with lycanthropy. Um, do you want to stay here with the lichens or do you want the curse to be removed?
That's. And you can see him kind of look off to where the alpha ran off to. But then for a second, you see him get that thought in his brain of going. I need it removed. There's something more important.
I look over to Bill and I say, will you do the honors?
He looks at you and goes, "Not here. I have a friend back in Baldur's Gate that can do it. You do not have the abilities either that would allow you to cure this. But I have a friend in Baldur's Gate who can do it." He hands V a letter. And you notice that the symbol sealing it is a knife through a mask. This is not a symbol that most people are familiar with, but you seem to recognize it. He goes, "This will allow you entrance into a rather rare club. They might have information as to the whereabouts of your personage." And he's being particularly vague, and you can see it's on purpose.
V just gives them a humble bow. And he's like, then we will meet again. I think.
Are you handing out the medallions, Adrian?
Yeah, I would hand them out.
Okay. So each of you now have a 10... Well, everybody except for Adrian now have a 10-pound gold medallion in the shape of butterfly wings. It is known as Gift of the Druids.
Ba-da-da-ba-ba.
For those of you with a magical sense, you do know that this will just give you +1 to your wisdom saving throws, as long as it's on your person.
Don't be shy.
Adrian, yours is different. I will actually talk to you about what that entails at a later point.
Okay.
Okay. Bill kind of looks at you guys and goes, "All right, you guys done? Because you guys are not welcome here."
Moment of silence for Cheddar. He served us valiant.
You hear Bill start scraping his swords together. The dead are dead.
All right, anyway, I got a new experiment. Let's get going.
V, do you have anything you want to do?
Nope. For right now, V is going to return with the group.
Adrian, any last checks you want to do in this area before we take off? Well, before you guys take off.
She will look back at the spot where the alpha ran off to, and then look back to Bill and shake her head. No.
As you look back, even in the distance, despite there being trees between you, you do see smaller werewolves frolicking and playing amongst the trees in that direction. You have a mild guess that that might have been what those werewolves were protecting. And Bill reaches into his pack, kind of shuffles around a little bit, and pulls out what you, Eli, know as a teleportation scroll. He goes, "Here, now give me my orb."
I suppose. Here you go.
He takes the orb, and you notice it does have a different energy. But as he puts it back, you notice that there's another orb in there.
If you have two, why can't I have one?
You notice that one is actually blue. And you would recognize it as the orb that Sarcosis used. He goes, "That one's already consumed. Now here, go."
Fine. Everyone ready?
Yeah.
Ready as I'll ever be.
And I'll start channeling the...
You notice that the magic circle doesn't consume any energy or anything like that. But you do notice it takes the body of the werewolf with you. You don't have to carry it. And you guys land in the room with Lieutenant Matthias. Lieutenant Matthias kind of looks at you guys and goes, "Why do you have a werewolf?"
Plus his rat died.
"So you stole a werewolf body."
Not so.
No, it was a gift.
Gift?
Gift. This one's mine. Get your own werewolf.
You see him kind of like conflicted on that whole conversation.
The
Yeah, I
alpha gave it to him.
Damn it.
Too many people talking at once.
The alpha
One
gave it to
person at a
him.
time. Adrian, I trust you more. What?
The alpha gave it to him.
Are you sure?
Considering I got this thing from him as well, and I show him my medallion, I would say yes.
He goes, "Okay, so you guys sealed the plane of air. Cool. So we do have events. You guys will have to come here tomorrow to hit the next one if you guys are still interested in doing more jobs." And he pulls out 3 giant bags of gold. He's like, "Listen, I know you guys are fancy and you're magic and things like that. Upgrade your gear, please, for the love of God. For the love of my God, upgrade your gear." He hands each of you 1 sack of gold containing 500 gold. He goes, "You guys did a job. You got, I'm guessing it's the blessing of the druids, maybe? Is that right?
I nod.
Cool. So we're still allies with the Lycans, or at least those ones. You didn't kill anybody. That's good, because you wouldn't have made it back. You saw Bill, right?
Yeah. Wonderful old chap.
Don't ever call that to him to his face.
Oh, he knows he loves me.
He will
I was
eat.
like...
He threw a tree branch at you earlier. I don't think he loves you at all.
He just wanted to play fetch. He even brought me the stick.
How did you not die again?
You're playing such a dangerous game and you have no clue.
Oh,
That is a
please.
member of the Thieves Guild, so that you don't make another stupid decision.
I'm pardon the comedy. I'm just in such a good mood and I'm ready to experiment.
Okay. If you would like to resurrect that werewolf, there's circles downstairs that will allow you to resurrect him permanently as an undead.
Yes,
Do
wonderful.
not let him wander the town. It's bad enough that you have undead creatures with you. Leave him in your room.
That can be amenable. He'll
Yeah.
be undead, therefore no need to eat.
The next area that I'm sending you to has a plane of earth that you will be interacting with. Prepare accordingly. Understood?
Earth as in like desert, or Earth as in like lava?
Earth as in the plane of Earth, so it could be fucking anything.
Gotcha.
Wonderful.
You will be getting the ability to fly to get there, as this appears to be an island in the sky.
Okay, so that kind of narrows down the lava part.
Not necessarily. Every person we've sent up there has died.
Well, that could just be from creatures.
Wonderful. Plenty of new experiment material.
Okay. Do you guys have any questions for me?
No.
'Cause he's making me anxious.
Can I go play now?
Yes, you may go play. Take your gold with you.
I take the goal, and you see me just trying to tug on the werewolf's arms, trying to drag it out of the room.
As you open the door, one of the guards comes in and Lieutenant Matthias kind of motions for them to take the werewolf with you so that you're out of his office with a, decaying corpse. And the guard kind of wide eyes and nods and picks it up and kind of starts pushing you out of the office.
Ah, well said, old chap. And I'll put like 5 gold in his pockets and slap his ass. I'm like, all right, let's go. Just trot off.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant Matthias, but I have something else that I need to take care of. You might have to find somebody else to help them.
Well, you are welcome to. However, be aware that the information you've been given is not something you can handle right now. And he looks like he knows what's going on to a degree.
I know, but those two, even though they are some of the weirdest individuals that I will run into in my life, I was shown that I clearly am not strong enough for what we are about to go against, even if I have better equipment.
Well, it is your decision. So if you feel like you're not capable, that is more than welcome. And I understand that.
And he's kind of going to look at Adriana and grab both of her hands and squeeze them. Please be safe. I would not want my death on your death or his death on my hands. So please
That's
be
the
safe.
one who I had to heal the most.
That's fair. That's exactly why I say I cannot do this right now.
I can promise you under my watch nobody's gonna die.
He's gonna take a nice bow and exit.
You're actually met outside the door by a man in a dark cloak. And he just kind of motions you to follow him. And you guys end up leaving not only the majority of the upper side of Baldur's Gate, but you actually make it into the slums where you disappear. And I will get with you further on that. We'll actually discuss that at work. And you can decide if you want to still bring this character back for next week. Adrian, he looks at you and goes, do you have anything else?
Are you guys in active communication with the Lycans?
Only through Bill. So when Bill gets back, or when Bill makes it back in, we can reach out to them. Why?
'Cause one, he gave me a different medallion than everybody else. Two, he also told me that I could become a Lycan, if I wanted to. But because we were under a time crunch, I couldn't ask him questions about it. And at least get my concerns answered to where I could think about becoming a Lycan or not.
Oh, then here. He kind of shuffles around on his papers and pulls out a small letter. You notice that it has the exact same symbol that V had on his scroll. It's a dagger through a mask. He goes, this is a letter that you can actually deliver for me, if you wouldn't mind. It is intended for Bill. Bill would be able to answer any questions you might have about it. Bill himself is a Lycan. So if anyone knows any good answers about it, then that it would be him.
Yeah, I kind of experienced that before everybody else did.
It is a unique experience.
Well,
Trust me, it's terrifying.
considering my party got defensive when he shifted his face in front of me to where they couldn't see it, yeah, uh, that was interesting.
Alrighty. Anything else? Don't forget your gold. I saw that V took his.
I stick my gold in, my pack, and I say, I don't think so. So I think I will
Alrighty.
be headed on that journey back to Bill, along with this letter, and
That letter is actually intended for in Baldur's Gate. Bill can get back to Baldur's Gate pretty quickly. So, that is intended for somebody at the Elf Song Tavern. And they'll get you matched up with Bill. Just ask for Sarcosis when you get to the Elf Song.
I gotcha. Also, is it normal to have tabs on the Lycan Alpha person thing at all times?
No. And I would keep that a secret if I were you. That is a dangerous gift to have, but it is a gift you should treasure.
Why did he give it to me? All I did was heal him.
It's showing compassion for outside of one's pack. It's not something you typically see people do for monsters. And they are, sadly, considered monsters.
They are not. They're beautiful creatures.
I will disagree with you on that. They are terrifying.
Well, I guess I also see animals a lot different than you do, being a druid and an elf.
That is an entirely fair statement.
I shall take my leave as I
Alrighty. I will
Exit.
see you all tomorrow. That is the end of this session. We will pick this up again either next week or the following week. The next week, everybody is available to do this one shot. It will be something we will be doing on the plane of Earth. Eli, if you're planning on doing any research on the elemental planes, I will need a history check from you.
Nope, I'm gonna be I have 24 hours before we're supposed to leave. I'm gonna be solely fixated on getting this Warwick kitted up.
Okay.
This werewolf, sorry.
You can use your money to buy armor for him.
I was already about to ask you about that because I already have like an image in mind, and it's fucking Marauder Warwick.
Okay.
And it's the idea that like
you can
it's this
only
armored.
wear light and medium armor.
Are we leveling up?
Yes, you will be leveling up twice. You will hit level 6.
I am glad I asked that.
Maybe Old God Warwick would be better for the art then. Regardless, I was mostly thinking about just like spending the money to silver tip his hands.
No.
No,
The reason being is because he is a lycanthrope.
but he's already dead.
Yes, it still works against him. It will still hurt him.
Oh, okay.
Still technically poison.
It is still putting acid on your hands. For the equivalency thereof.
Fair. All right. Well then, I don't know. We'll talk about it.
Give me just a moment. I'm gonna step away. I have to go to the bathroom.
Me too. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Alright, guys. We are going to go ahead and end stream. Let me find someone to raid out to. We're gonna go raid Oodles. He is an amazing streamer. He is currently playing Dead by Daylight. Go show him a lot of love. He is a amazing person to hang around. I'm gonna do that. And then okay. Go show him a lot of love. He is an amazing person. I love him to death. He is also a Wolfie main in Dead by Daylight. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. It has been an amazing D&D stream. I will be getting this posted to YouTube as well. So you guys can go watch it there. I am super, super, super excited for the upcoming weeks. For the upcoming one-shots. But thank you guys for hanging out with us. And I will see you guys in the next stream.